Division affiliation has been disavowed. You are now marked as rogue. Alert. Member of your team disavowed your division. The team is now on. Rogue agent down.
I love dying to no-skill methods that require nothing. What's up, guys? My name is Soft, and I'm back with a brand new video here today. And we're going to be talking about the Division, the state of game, where Massive is headed with this game, and the problems I've been noticing lately with the Division in terms of rogues, glitchers, and gear, and the new crafting system they got. Just a little bit of background on that clip before. We were going manhunt on, I think, level 99s, and they weren't all too good. They were actually pretty shit at the game, but they used the gay shit. They had a really high skill power. They had shit DPS. If you saw before, I killed the guy. I did like 15k a headshot, but the guy fucking dicked me with, he probably had like at least 60k skill power, so he just popped the BFB, just used no skill methods to kill me. And I don't know why I popped incendiary ammo. That was actually pretty sad on my part. But I want to talk to you guys really about my general opinions on the state of the game with Division, where it's going. So Massive released Incursions about 3 to 4 weeks ago, and at first it was all fun in games. It was pretty good. No one was getting, it was fun. It was difficult. The hard was very, very easy, but challenging was still a bitch to do. And then came the problems, and then glitchers found ways to abuse it, and then for the first day, anyone that glitched it out apparently was able to get 240 gear, or 240 gears, including a gun. And that includes, I'm pretty sure that includes the exotics, the Warlord, the Valkyria, and a bunch of other shit, which was pretty broken. And that kind of fucked the Dark Zone the first couple of weeks, because what ended up happening was people had this issue where people were just destroying them because they had like 240 gear. They already had 280 gear score, not 280, like 220. And this is just a reference. Gear score does not mean anything. My gear score in this video is like 195, but I'm fighting like level 99s by myself. These guys, all of these guys that are with me, that are quote-unquote friendly, actually died because they're shit. I managed to kill all these fucking losers, these pussy-ass kids with like 70 other niggas, but whatever, they all die anyways. And that caused a huge problem for the Dark Zone because it created a huge unbalanceable favor for people, and it kind of also forced anyone that wanted to stand a chance in the Dark Zone to glitch. They had to glitch. There was no other option. There was no other possible alternative. They were basically mandated to glitch. If they didn't glitch, it was basically, it was like either you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. If you do, you join the side the Massive doesn't want you to be a part of, but if you don't, you're going to lag behind really badly. You're going to suffer. I think it's a general consensus that I didn't glitch this thing actually beat challenging legitimately. It was really hard, but it can be done. And just like Massive on PC side, Massive's facing a lot. Massive has a lot of their plates right now. PC players are suffering the most because the hackers are so rampant in that game. Dude, PC, you can have M1As that shoot instantaneous bullets that down you in one shot. As a matter of fact, they don't even down you, they just flat out straight up kill you, which is actually pretty fucking broken. And I felt bad for anyone that actually went through that, because it was really stupid how Massive didn't, apparently people are saying they didn't put any protection, any form of protection or anti-vax, anti-cheats. Basically on PC, they have anti-vax servers, which automatically bans hackers who are no clipping through walls by setting, I guess, set parameters in where you can travel around. If you glitch it, they'll just disconnect you or permanently ban you usually. It's a very strong enforcement. But people on PC are starting to get the realization that Massive actually has never implemented that onto the console side. I mean, not the console side, but rather on the PC side. So people are actually suffering a lot more than they deserve to. And this goes for people who like to PvP too, because when people like to PvP, you know, they're gonna get killed by hackers. So it's a prevalent issue in the community, and Massive has been taking, I guess, I'm not sure if they've been dawdling in the attempts to fix it, but they haven't really shown any effort in their journey to fix it. In terms of crafting, Massive did what Diablo did and tried to give every boss a high end. What they didn't realize, however, is that they, instead of making crafting a second thing, is that now crafting is a necessity. And the reason is that the gear you get from playing for farming or for killing bosses is shit, and it's more or less crafting materials versus actual gear you could use. So that's one of the problems they're trying to fix right now, but they haven't hit the spot. The way I would easily fix this is merely just putting good gear. You know, the incentive of good gear, you know, there should be 214s. You shouldn't get it often, but you should have the chance to get it. Also, on console side, this could be changed to implement a system similar to consoles. On PC side is they have the console, and on PC, when you pick something up, it's a high end. Other players could see it. What they could do now is they could easily implement this on console, so now players know if someone has a relatively good gear and promote more rogues. What I have noticed still is the major problem is griefing. I think griefing has become a major issue here. And in terms of massive groups of 8, 12, you know, what they'll do is they'll try to make you go rogue. And a lot of people are kind of annoyed by this because it's really stupid to have to fight 12 fucking people by yourself, especially when it's a group of rogues. So what can we do to fix that? Me and my friends were actually discussing a method of preventing these groups from assembling, and one of them is guilty by association. And it allows you to actually shoot these players that are nearby their rogues, and you won't be penalized or you won't go rogue. The person that dies that isn't rogue won't lose a big bulk of their EXP, but they will be killed and they will have the rogue timer on them, meaning, you know, the 30-second delay to spawn in. Is guilty by association will actually eliminate people from attempting to go rogue, or will actually let you know, because it's unfair to players that play, you know, even a group of 4 fighting 12 players is a fucking stretch unless you're like, you stacked up the ass. And I understand that that's a huge issue. Now, next up, and probably the dumbest one, is blueprints in the Dark Zone. Crafting has become a necessity because all the guns you pick up are shit. Like, the tactical AUG was the beauty, it was a gemstone. I think anyone that bought the tactical AUG or the first play of the M1A knows what I'm talking about. The tactical M1A is a fucking god. I'm literally waiting for the MP5. The day they put a 204 MP5 the day I'll be very happy. And here's a fucking clip of these fucking morons fight more than they could chew. Don't realize I'm level 90 fucking... I think this one I'm like 89 or something. They don't realize they were like stacked up the fucking ass, and then we got Sentry's Call. And another one is with the reference of Sentry's Call is the stupidity of the gear set. I think the stupidity of the gear set has been undermined. One of the things I've been discussing with a lot of people is that the gear sets are actually a little bit disproportionate to what they should be. The Sentry, let's just all face it right now. Anyone that's a Division fan that plays the game, let's just admit it. Sentry's Call is fucking broken. It's strong. It's really, really good. That debuff against other players, man, it's nasty. And that 30% headshot damage, man, that's even nastier. It's fucking great, actually, because it's good for PvPing, it's good for bosses, it's good for actually the challenging incursion. It's one of the things you do need, because you need to tag the player, you need to tag the enemies to do extra damage on them. But the other gear is very underwhelming. The Path of the Nomad is shit. Striker's Gloves, yeah, sure, you gotta empty 2 clips out to fucking get the damage bonus, but it's not worth it, because if you miss a shot, you reset it. And then Tactician's Authority is very underrated. It's pretty decent, actually, but it's very, very underrated. You know, you'd think it'd be a very good skill build, but it's not that great. It's not all that good. And, you know, I was actually kind of disappointed because I expected the gear sets to be relatively good. And I think in the next incursion, the Broken Circle one, I think what they should aim at is they shouldn't be afraid of making the gear sets absolutely ruthless, but they should make it very, very hard to get. One of the things they copped out was they put the Sentry Call knee pads and all the 2 of the gear pieces in the vendor. My opinion is don't put it in the vendor. Do not put it in the vendor. Do not put the blueprints. I don't care if it's I don't care if it's 200 fucking fabrics. Don't put it in the vendor. Make people have to play the incursions and work their ass off. That was the problem. Sentry Call is everywhere. Everyone uses it now because it's good. It's effective and it does its job relatively well. And lastly is the gun balance. Massive is going to announce a patch pretty soon, which we're also getting the story now. I'm not sure if everyone forgot about that in 1.12. And also, the gun balance, you know, I'm hoping Massive does balance ARs. I hope they do balance SMGs because, I mean, not SMGs, because I feel like the meta is only SMGs and marksman rifles, and that's not really the way I wanted the Division to go. I don't think that's the way they meant it to go. Although I know Tom Clancy games usually have a hard dick for SMGs, especially the AUG, man. If you ever played Rainbow Six, they fucking love the Para XS in that game. Is like a fucking god. It's like a two-shot. So I hope they change the meta. You know, I hope they don't nerf SMGs, but instead I hope they bring up all the other guns to the level of SMGs where they're very good. You know, shotguns could have staggering, ARs could have increased cut-through armor mitigation. You know, that way, you know, there's usefulness in the things. This has been a video made by Baseloth. Take care, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Thanks.